Turkey. Today we're going to talk about turkey. Specifically, I'm going to talk about a different way to prepare turkey. When I was a young chef, I thought I was the hottest chef in the whole world. In fact, next week, magazine covers of me were going to appear all over the place. So one year, I convinced my mom to let me cook the Thanksgiving dinner for the family, which is no small feat because my family, small family, 11 brothers and sisters, and every single one of them were critic. You can't believe it. So anyway, I convinced my mom, and I was going to be the one who was going to prepare the turkey, and I cooked it an entirely different way that's never been done before. And you may not know how to do a turkey this way, but Joe knows. The secret to cooking our turkey in about an hour is what I refer to as pre-carving. What we're going to do is we're going to cut the turkey up into all its pieces before we cook it. We're also going to take all the pieces out of here. We have in here, we have the gizzards. We'll take these apart. And in the back here, we have the neck. This is going to be part of our secret gravy making process. So now what we're going to do is we're going to cut it up into all its pieces. First thing we'll do is I'll just cut the wing off. Like so. You don't need a special knife, but by pulling it, you can actually get the meat to come apart. And then we have a wing. And we'll take this wing, and I'm going to take the tip off, and we're going to use the tip for our gravy. So to get the leg, what you want to do is do like so, and always you pull, and it just goes very nicely, and you pull down, and it's going to tell you where to go. You don't need a fancy knife either. I just have this plain knife. You want to be careful right down here that you include the oyster, which is right here. Get the oyster, and we can see where the joint is right here. Follow along. In between the joints. And there we have the leg. Now to separate the leg and the thigh, what you want to do is you just wiggle it, and you can feel right where that joint is. Come in with a knife right in between. Wiggle, wiggle. And it comes right apart. So now you have the nice your thigh, and you have your leg, and those pieces are going to get cooked separately. Okay, to take the breast off, we're just going to take the bone right down the middle, and I'm going to follow it right along the inside of the blade. And you just pull the meat as you go, right down like so. As long as you follow the bones, it'll come right off. And there you have it. Our breast is all off of there, and that's going to cook all by itself as well. Okay, here are all the pieces that we cut off of the turkey that we're not going to use, but we are going to use for our gravy. I'm going to roast these, and we're going to make a beautiful gravy out of the roasted bones. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of salt and pepper, and then into the oven it's going to go. We have the turkey arranged. Got the thighs here and the breasts, and what I'm going to do is I put like salt, pepper, and thyme in these little cups because that way I can throw it away when I'm done because I'm already contaminating it with the poultry here. But you want to season it liberally on both sides. And what's very important is since we've cut it up, they're going to cook very even, and what's going to happen is all the meat is going to be nice and moist. You're not going to have any of the meat that's going to be dry. The scrap pieces have come out of the oven, and this is what we're going to use to make our gravy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these pieces, we're going to put them in the stock pot. I've got some celery, carrots, onions, parsley, bay, and thyme I'm going to put in there, and we're going to let that simmer for about an hour. I'm also going to take a little bit of water and scrub the bottom here and put that in there too.
So I'll bet you think my mom was pretty impressed. And she was, sort of. Because she said to me, "Joe, that was the moistest, most delicious turkey I've ever eaten. And from now on, whenever I make turkey, I'm never going to make it the way you just did."